All right, so let's start this. Come on, Breezy, up on this table. Come on. Look at him. He just walks right up on there. Love this big bear. He's like a big bear. He's just like a big bear. He is the sweetest boy. He really, really is. His brother, I know. I love you. Now his brother he's a little nervous sometimes, but that's all right. It's understandable. You know, you're being pulled up high on a table. I know. You got tools being used all over you. You're not sure if you're going to get cut. You don't know what's going on. So, I mean, it's a lot. I was using that little schnogging thing, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I did it on 2 videos. I still got to kind of work out how it's doing. Now, normally on him, I do a 4 on him, and I normally do a 3 on Breezy. But since it's getting a little bit cooler, we're going to leave him just a little bit longer. So I'm going to do a 3 3/4. Actually, no. I'm going to do a 3/4. And see how that looks. Like, I don't want him to get too long to where Mama's going to have to bring him back and be like, you know, oh man, you got a nasty mat right here. That's really tough. We're just going to have to cut that one out. Now, normally I would sit there and tell y'all, use this brush. But when it's tight like that, you're going to kick my brush off the table, little turd. It's really not worth trying to get it out because it is very painful. Now, certain areas I have no problem dematting. Now, normally I would demat a tail, but when it's tight like this, you know, it's like a pelt. And it's in a sensitive area, so I don't want to risk hurting him or causing any skin irritation, which if you continue to brush a dog too much in one area, they can get brush burn. And brush burn will eventually turn into, you called it, a hot spot. And hot spot costs money, honey. That plus it doesn't feel good. The dog's miserable because it hurts, it burns, it itches, and they're sitting there licking and chewing at it. So sometimes I just go with my gut. And if I don't feel that it's warranted. Plus, look, when I comb all this out, you won't even be able to tell. Sometimes it works out really well. Now, if it was higher up, I probably would have had to cut it out too, but I would have gotten the hairs on the sides to kind of hide it. Sometimes you can hide the cuts. But now I'm just gonna brush him up. Get all this fuzz. Now this is a Chris Christensen brush that I am using. If you have a brush that you're constantly using and the pins just keep breaking, like I have this old brush. It's lost some pins, and some of the pins even on the side are like completely bent. This one I've had for 2 years. It's amazing. I paid $75 for it, though I think it is on Amazon for $65. It is in my storefront, and it's also, my associate link is also in just about all of my videos down below. So if you want to purchase it, you can click that link down below and purchase it. I'm telling you, it is a great brush. Just this and a metal comb is really all you need to help upkeep your dog. Now it is a learning curve when you do use this brush. When you first use it, I know when I first used it, it felt so weird. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to use this brush. I feel like I'm hurting the dog. But you're not. I swear you're not. Because then I use it on my head just to see, you know, does it really hurt? Because when you do a different brush, it just pulls different. And I don't know if it's because of how they're bent, the pins are bent, but it Just trust me. Trust me. And you can ask any other groomer, would they recommend that brush? And I'm going to tell you, all of them that have used it, they're going to be like, hell to the yes. It's an amazing brush. All right, so I'm going to pull out my 3/4. I got my 3/4 here. That's how wide it is. And then I'm also going to take out my 5/8, which is this one. It's a little bit shorter than your 3/4. Your 3/4 is just a smidge longer. So I'm going to see which one I like better, what looks better on his coat, and it'll last a little longer. Because last time I did him, I think was in July, and he got cut, like I said, with a 4. So he's only grown maybe about a little bit of an inch. So I don't want to cut him too short, and then, you know, it's cold weather, and then he's cold. Well, my 3/4 is just like, you ain't using me. So I guess I'm gonna have to try a guard comb. So I got a 30 blade on here, and then I'm gonna use the comb, which is 3/4 of an inch, same thing, but the comb I think leaves it just a smidge longer. Yeah, see, that's not really taking off that much. He's taking off maybe a half inch. So I don't think that's going to be a good enough. So I'm going to take it off just a little bit. I'm going to go down to my 5/8 blade. Oh yeah, I think that's good, honey. That's good. That's good. That's good. It takes off maybe about that much. So I think that would be good. So this way, you know, by the time December comes, you know, we can just clean them up and neaten them up. So yeah, this is a nice length. It's literally taking, like I said, it's down here, so it's literally taken off that little bit. So I'll get it close so y'all can see. See, this is flat. I'm gonna do it from the side so y'all can see. See how that hair is sticking up? That's how much length is coming off. So it's really not that much, but it's enough to be like, okay. You can tell your dog got a haircut, and it's short enough to maintain while also being long enough to keep him warm. I'm trying to think of what kind of dog he's definitely some kind of aussiedoodle. I don't know if he's a full-blown goldendoodle. Maybe, I don't want to say he's a Bernie doodle. I don't think he's a Bernie doodle. But I mean, he's thick. He's a thick boy, and that's fine. I'm a thick girl, so it's all right. It's all good. Just more hugging for the loving. And you know, in the wintertime, y'all gonna be hugging up to us because we got all that extra warmth. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe not to your dog, because that's kind of nasty. Anyway, we're going to finish this lane. Now, I don't know. I think on his front legs, I'm just going to, because they're not really long, I'm just going to trim up his front legs. And I'm probably going to stop from right here and then just blend this all in so that this way this can grow out a little bit more. Now that might come to bite me back in the butt. Hopefully he doesn't chew at his legs. I don't think he does. He does not have any saliva stainage, you know, showing me that, hey, I'm chewing. Now normally if you see like any reddish brown colors on your dog, that's the saliva from their mouth. That's just showing you that, you know, those are the areas that are really, really itchy. So you want to pay close attention to those areas, and if they're really, really itchy and it gets worse, well, I mean, you really want to try. If you start to see, you're going to want to get into the doctor as soon as you can. Reason being is because they keep chewing, it's going to turn into a hot spot. We don't want hot spots, because hot spots, like I said earlier, make your dog miserable. And we don't want your dog to be miserable, so. I believe she's picking these guys up around 4. A lot of my dogs were late pickups today, which really came into my favor because I was dragging ass this morning. Like, I am so tired. Yesterday was a very, very long day with Addison. The dental surgery turned into like major stuff. But I'm just glad they were able to find that baby tooth and remove it, and along with whatever else was with it. I swear it's like the size of a marble. I'm hoping it's just bone and nothing else. But we will find out soon about that. She's got to go back up to Hoover to see them again. So just to make sure everything's going fine, because they had to put stitches in her mouth, and they had to do a skin graft to pull everything down and make it, normal. I know, you must sit. I know, it's not fair that my chunky let us sing. I know, it's just not right. I really do love the name that Mom picked out for you. It really suits you. It was funny, I was singing Chubby Checker's Twist in the Tub when I was bathing him. Y'all didn't get to see that because, well, my stupid head thingy was not working. I think I've done both of the something. But he was just sitting in the tub twisting, and I was just saying, let's do the twist again, light again, bang. Doing that fun stuff. Now, small world. My dog, y'all know my daughter is in band, and she's in marching band. And if you don't, you're just now watching, well, now you know. She's in percussion. And when they had the competition last week at their school, I didn't realize that the owner had either, I think she has someone either with a band or a cheerleader or a football team. I'm not sure which one, but they're a part of Mulberry. And she was like, are you my groomer? I said, depends. Apparently I do everybody in Mulberry. And I didn't realize, I do a lot of people from the Mulberry Middle School and High School. So they travel all down from Deepsville to Mulberry. You got a lump right here. This little area right here, there's a lump. I don't know if I've told the owner about that before. She's aware about that. I'm going to look at my notes. I'm sure I have, if it's not, but I'm going to look and see if that's something new that's developed. Because if it gets bigger, we're definitely going to want to take care of that. That's about how big it is. It's maybe about that size. But you always want to keep an eye on lumps, make sure that they're not getting any bigger or anything like that, because if they do get bigger, you definitely want to get them tested and biopsied to make sure that it's not cancer or something else. But anyway, back to my story. Y'all know I like to go all over the place. But yeah, she was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I guess I am. She told me it was Chubby and Breezy, and I said, oh, I love them. Make good babies. And I was telling her how excited I was to see them because I knew I saw them on my schedule. They're really great freaking dogs, as you can see from Chubby. You'll see Breezy in the next video, so don't forget to look for Breezy's video. I do post my videos, not on just YouTube, but I do post them on my Facebook page. So if you're not subscribed to my Facebook page, what you waiting for? What you waiting for? I just play. But if you could go to facebook.com and then type in my name, Amixa Melissa, and follow me, I'll greatly appreciate that. That'd mean the world for me. Now I am doing a giveaway. I gotta post it tonight. I need a dog for tomorrow. I should have did it over the weekend, but I had so much crap going on with my damn kid. Everybody in my house is about sick. But they've been there to the doctors and stuff, and they're like, oh, well, it's just allergies or whatever. I mean, it's flu season right now. A lot of people are out with the flu. So, everybody's at my house taking Dayquil, NyQuil, Robitussin, you name it. Gabby, I think she's got an ear infection. Keeps talking about her ears hurting. I think Erica's probably gonna see if he can get her into the urgent care because her primary doctor, there's only one receptionist and one doctor that is there because everybody else is out with the flu. But they did take her to the urgent, he did take her to the urgent care over the weekend, and she didn't have anything, but they did give her amoxicillin. I mean, everybody's in my house been tested for flu, COVID, strep, and nobody has anything. So I think it's just, you know, the weather's changing and 'tis the season for cooties. So either it's not developed into something just quite yet, but I know she has another competition this weekend. And then they have, tomorrow they will be at the Ottawa National Fair. They're going to march in, they're going to do a little marching stuff, their concert, and I think they're going to stay there a little bit afterwards. So I've got to find out because if she goes, I'm going to have to give her money. You got to that way, buddy. I don't know what the obsession is with my dogs. They like to always just turn their butts towards the door. Sometimes I regret moving all the way to the back because my table used to be over there where Danielle's table is. But I moved to the back because I just blow hair everywhere when I do blow drying. So it's just easier to come back here because then I can just blow everything into the corner. Now, even though your blade is a longer blade, you still want to check it. Temp it on I normally do it on my wrist or on my cheek. And if you get burnt, you deserve it because then you need to check your stuff more often. Just saying. If you get burnt, how you think the dog gonna feel? Check your blades. Now this is not even warm. That's the one thing I like about these long blades. They take a little bit longer to get warm. So you get a little bit more time to do your dog, which is always very nice. Shit, I didn't take that off. Hold on, Breezy. Why did I call you Breezy? Oh, come here. Oh, Lord Jesus. My little arms. I'm on the struggle bus, y'all. I'm on the struggle bus today. Yes, I am. Was expecting me not to be up here, huh? Well, surprise! Here I am! Here I am! Here I am! Blow the whistle! Woo woo! So my husband makes fun of me because I still play Pokemon Go. Yes, I said it. I still play Pokemon Go. 40 and I be playing Pokemon Go. He always be making fun of me. So you know, he saw this TikTok where somebody's doing a workout, like a Mario Kart. I know I probably butchered its name. But it's basically a little koi fish and do a little floppy stuff like this. He's like, have you tried that exercise? I said, no. He said, you should. So I just might do that exercise today. And don't worry, if I do, I'll put it on as a short so y'all can giggle about it. I was watching some YouTube videos on how to do palm legs. Some really easy ways to set your palm in. Because I did a video not that long ago on a standard poodle doing palms. I am horrible at palms. Like, I absolutely despise of doing them, and it's because I cannot do them. So, I mean, if you want palms, I'll give you palms. They might not be like gorgeous, but they'll be palms. They might not all be even. One might be bigger than the other. Or then I'll end up scissoring too damn much, and then you won't have nothing there. It was bad, y'all. It was so bad. I literally got so frustrated with it. I was crying in the video. That's how bad it was. You know, I take my craft very seriously. You know, and any groomer that grooms should. I mean, grooming for me is very therapeutic. I got a lot of stress in my life, and I come to work, you know, do my dogs, and, you know, kind of just, it's like a breath of fresh air. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some dogs that are turds, and, you know, you try my patience, but it's not their fault, so I got to continue to be patient with them, because I don't know what they've been through. And the only way to get them to like me or get used to the process is if I have patience. Now, if I don't have patience, they're not going to trust me, and then it's not going to be good for the dog. It really looks like it wants to rain outside. I really hope it does, because man, we really need some rain. My trash cans need to be cleaned. I don't have a hose outside. I used to have a hose outside. And what had happened was, the reason why I don't have a hose outside no more, my husband was cleaning the car, and he didn't wrap it up and put it back around. And we had to leave for something one day. This was like, I think, a little over a year ago. And I tried to step over it. Now, I was wearing flip-flops, and it had about that much in front of my toe. Well, that little part done caught it, and my fat butt went flying. I got so mad. I picked it up, and I threw it really, really hard. Well, thank you, baby. I threw it really hard. Well, little to say, by my dumb ass being so angry and just throwing it like that because I was hurt and in pain and mad, not only did I break the hose, oh, go for it. I broke the water faucet. It was flooded. We had to pay someone to come fix it. So my husband just had the thing all blocked off. So we couldn't use it because my dumb ass got so mad. I yeeted it. I was like, yeet! I was mad. I was big mad. You always want to make sure you go over your dog a few times just to make sure you get off everything. You want everything to be nice and neat and even. If it's not even Steven, you're doing it wrong. Okay. So, like I said, that was a 5/8. I might actually do that on Breezy too. We'll see how I feel. Actually, no, I'm just going to leave this on here. Okay, now they do get nail grinded. I already brushed their teeth in the tub. They are getting picked up after 4, which I've said already. So I'm going to shave his feet, do his private patch, and then for his face, I'm just gonna lightly trim it up. I might get a guard comb and go over the top of his head just to kind of, you know, neaten it up just a little bit. I'm gonna move this down here. I'm gonna move y'all up here. There we go. Just a little bit, just a little bit. See, now I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I thought I was gonna like it, but I didn't. I changed my mind. All right, see you now, Bubba. Now this is on a 10 on my Bavur. It goes from a 9, 10, 15, 30, and then a 40. Now whenever you're doing the private patch, always be careful when you're doing it. Don't put the leg up too high, just in case they have ACL issues or had surgery, if they have hip dysplasia, you know, if they're older, they got arthritis, you know, they got stuff as they get older too. So y'all can just see what I'm doing. I'm just shaving his wee wee, that's all I'm doing. Nothing special. Just shaving the little man. Always be careful of this little tuck up part right there. Shave around his little booty hole. And I'm going to shave the other side of his Pater Pumpkinator. Pater Pumpkinator. You always want to try and keep the leg in the natural position. I just have it out just a smidge. See if I got it all, so I gotta bring him up. So I don't break my neck trying to look up at his wee wee. Okay, I still got some hair up in there. There's always in these little corners. Oh! With a lot of pork. Woo woo! Get a 2 comb. I'm gonna put 2 comb on this, and I'm just gonna do his belly with the 2 comb, and then I'm gonna switch this to a 40, so it'll cut it shorter on his belly. And underneath them armpits, because when the hair is short and starts to grow back in, they rub, and the friction will sometimes cause matting. And we don't want matting, so that is why we clip it. Okay. So, now that's done, we're going to do his pads. I don't know why I put that in. We're going to do his pads. We're going to switch this to a 40. It's already on a 40. You want to stick your head sit. Sometimes they want to sit and they'll let me do their feet like this, or sometimes they'll lay down and just let me trim their feet while they're laying down. I know, honey. It kind of tickles. Check baby, 1, 2. Check baby, 1, 2. Always be careful when you're doing your pads. when they move their feet, it doesn't make it easy to get it done. But you want to make sure that even when they're moving, that you're not just like digging the clippers up in their pad. Thank you for looking. Thank you for the kisses. Thank you for the cookies. You don't look at clippers. Because the clippers will bite and they don't care. No, no, no. No. Stop. Yeah, you never want to like completely dig into the pad because you can nick the webbing inside their foot. So always be very careful when you're doing your pad work. And always be careful when you're doing the back feet because the poodles, the doodles, your Burmese, your Pyrenees, pretty much your big dogs, they will horse kick you in the face. I had a dog kick me so hard my glasses flew across the room. And that was a standard poodle. They kick hard too, man, let me tell you. Stop. It's okay. Baby. I know, it tickles. Poochie, poochie, poo. No, no, no. Now, if you do your pads quick enough, you won't have to put coolant on there. Or switch your blade. Buddy. No, well, not there. I'm sorry. I had to. I had to get it. I do, darling. I do, darling. You forgive me? You forgive me? Thank you. Oh my God. I will love to just lay in the bed and cuddle with you. I would. I would do it all day. Yes, I would. And Winston would love to have a little buddy. I know. Check, baby, 1, 2. Ooh, check, baby, 1. Now I always shave the inside of my dog's ears with a 40. Be careful when you do it because it is buzzing. It almost, I would imagine it would kind of sound like a fly in your ear. So just be careful when you do it because you don't want to cut the ear. But I shave it because there's so much hair around the ear, it just makes it a lot easier for bacteria to stay in there and then your dog get an infection. And we don't want infection because infections are a pain in the ass to get rid of. And sometimes they can have more than one ear infection at the same time in the same ear. My standard poodle, Winston, always gets ear infections. He's just, I don't know, he's just like freaking prone to them, man. He hates his ears being plucked. Hates it. He tries to eat me every time. Alright, now let's fill these ears. Fill these up, brush them out, and see what we got going on. And see, his face is not really that long, but I'm probably going to take a comb to it just to kind of neaten it up. You always want to make sure you comb and brush everything prior to clipping or scissoring so that when you're doing it, you're doing your work, you don't have any snags stopping you. Especially when you have a dog that's not very cooperative, that doesn't like the scissors or the clippers being on their face or their body areas. So it just makes it a lot easier if it's like completely combed and brushed out. Because sometimes you taking that little tiny few-second break just to comb the face and the ears and everything, and you try to do it again, you might not be able to finish that dog's face or leg or whatever it is that you're working on. So save your time and your stress level by just brushing and combing it. prior to doing any clipping or scissoring. It is got a little knot right down in here. Now a comb should be able to go straight through. If it doesn't go straight through and it snags, then you need to continue brushing and combing. Okay, we are going to do, where's my clipper? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're going to take this off and we're going to put a 30 blade on there. Now last time I think I wrote that I did a 0 comb. So we're going to see what an 8 comb does. And that's pretty much the comb I was trying to do on his body earlier. So this is a 3/4 of an inch. And 30 underneath, 3/4 on the clipper. Blade's down a little funky, so I'm going to spritz it with some of my cool care. And then I'm going to oil it up just a little bit. Okay, there we go. Now I spray all my blades. I oil them with I oil them with a WD-40. Now they do have special blade oils that you can use, but I don't like to use them. I like to use this because it makes it last a lot longer, and I don't have to, you know, clean it too much afterwards because it lasts a little while. That's much better, much better. Now I am going to take his chin down with a 2 comb, just because he slobbers probably, and I don't want food stuff getting in the bottom of his beard. This way it's a little bit more hygienic and easier to clean. So the 2 comb, that's a 3/8 of an inch, and I did that on the chin. Sometimes I wish I could do that to my chin. I don't have to get rid of this gobble. I mean, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working. I see my doctor next week, so hopefully she'll be able to help me with a little medication trying to help. I know that might be cheap, but whatever works. I ain't getting any younger. Now this is a C comb that I'm doing on the side of the face. A C comb is a 7/8 of an inch. And I'm just lightly doing that over the top. I'm not putting my full clipper on the top part. I want to try and give him a little bit of a rounder head, and I don't want it to be like super duper short. No. Always make sure you clean around the ear underneath really, really good. Put this back on so I can charge a little bit. My dog does that too. I'll sit there and try to pluck stuff out of his ears. And he'll sit there and try and go lick it. I'm like, ew, you nasty. Don't be doing that. Look at all that. All that dirt in his ear. In his little ear. Oh, no. All right, I'm going to get my hemostats. Now, he might not like this, but he does have a little bit of hair up in there. Enough hair to where I don't want it in there. And I do... hold on. See? I know. Look, that was in your ear. That's what was in his ear. Now, normally I just do a little tiny twist. And I like to rub it as I do it. I don't like to pull it all out at once. And that's the other hair. So I don't like to pull it out all at once because it can be very painful. And if you pull it out too fast at one time, dogs' ears can bleed and it can cause irritation inside the ears, which can then cause an ear infection. So that's the other reason why I don't pluck the ears. If they don't need it to be plucked, I'm not going to pluck it. Now, if you request me to pluck it, I don't mind plucking it. I'll pluck it for you. But I do it on just my discretion. I put my hand up on your hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. Okay, so now we're going to grind his toesies real quick. Then we're going to scissor him up. Come on. Mr. Hey. No, 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 no. No, no. Oh my goodness, you're such a baby. You're such a baby. All right, look, we'll do this. I'll do this, because I think he did this last time. We'll clip them, and then I'll tap the tops of them after we're done with it, okay? I'm just clipping. No, sir. Sir. Oh my goodness. Drama. Oh, the drama. No. Sir. I know some people are going to watch this video stop stressing the dog out. He's not completely stressed out. He don't want me to clip it, but if I don't clip it, it's going to get longer and it's going to cause irritation to his joints. That plus his nails are pretty long, so they have to be cut. Because normally if he goes to the vet and has the vet do them, they're going to muzzle him, and they're probably going to have like 2 or 3 people holding him to keep him still. Now some dogs will get a sedative to kind of calm him down, but he's not to that point to where he needs it, but he has to have it done. I know, I'm so sorry. I just a mean person. I know. I just trying to help your feet. I know, you shaking your ears because I plucked your ears. Now it is normal for them to do that, to shake after they've had hair in their ears removed. So that is normal. Now if they have hematomas at the bottom of their ears because they've had mats, at that point what I would recommend is putting a happy hoodie or some kind of vet wrap on your dog's ear to avoid it from bleeding. Now a hematoma, if you don't know what a hematoma is basically when your dog has really tight pelted mats on the tips of their ears. Once you release that mat, all that pressure that's been sitting on that ear has nowhere else to go but out of the pores. So while an owner might see it and be like, you cut my dog, you can rest assured your groomer did not cut your dog. It's because your dog had mats on the bottom of the ear and the pressure was released and the only place stuff to go is out because it's just dead. It's dead. It's just dead blood, bad blood. So that's all it is. The bleeding will stop if you just tuck the ears up. It'll kind of help the blood kind of go back down into the ear. Otherwise it's just gonna come out. I know, it's really weird. See, he's been chewing a little bit right here. There's a little redness right there on the back of his foot. But that's really it. I don't see any redness anywhere else on his legs or his feet. So I think doing what I'm doing will be fine. Because I want him to eventually have stovepipe legs where it's all one, you know, this will come out a little bit more to where it's out like this. Where it's like his front leg. I don't know if he'll be able to see what I was saying. Pretty much like his front legs, like a stovepipe. I want this part to grow in a little bit more. Inside of the leg, scissor this up. Oh, I think it might be raining. It smells like rain. I got that one window open by our computer. I've been here 4 years and I never knew that one window opened. Isn't that funny? I mean, we've always had a computer right in front of it, so you wouldn't think to open it. Yeah, it's definitely raining. I've been falling asleep lately to this person on TikTok, Panda ASMR. He just puts rain sounds on it. And it's got thunder and stuff. Puts me to sleep like a baby. It takes me a long time to fall asleep. You know, baby. But I don't know what it is about that rain. It just makes me nice and sleepy. Alright, can y'all see this? So we're going to take about that much off. Not too much. And maybe it's a little bit, a half inch. Just enough to neaten it. And then enough. Upsy daisy. Now this top part here will just have to grow. Do the same thing we did to that leg to this leg. Where'd I do that comb? I'm telling you, man, I've been losing stuff left and right. I don't know what happened to it. Probably flew off the damn pavement. I don't know what I did with it. It's alright, whatever. We use this comb. This comb. It's fine. It's fine. Now I have seen them. They've been all over my damn TikTok. Those comb hand saver thingies. It's just basically a big rubber handle that they be putting on top of these. If any of y'all use it, do you think that it is worth it to buy it? I mean, I know we need to preserve our hands as long as we can. Because as groomers, you know, we're putting all this work with our hands into the dog's coat, you know, dematting it, brushing it out. It does do some damage to our hands over time, to where we get arthritis, which I already have, and carpal tunnel, which I already have. Now they do have a surgery. God, that rain smells so good. They do have surgery you can do on your hands, carpal tunnel surgery, and they go in through your wrist and fix your hands that way, but then you can't work for like a few weeks. Now I have had some friends that have had it done. Boy, stop. Some of them say it worked really, really well. Some of them had to get it a second time. I don't want to be going and getting too many surgeries. You know what I mean? I don't like being put under. Because you never know what's going to happen when you're on the table. You can either not wake up, or you can have issues and complications. And I don't want none of that stuff. So. Man, I just love the smell of rain, man. It smells so good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad I opened that window. I mean, that's originally why I opened it, because I love the smell of rain. Love it. Love it. You know what I also like? I really love the smell of fresh cut grass in the summer and spring. Love it. Oh my God, it smells amazing. And gasoline. I've had an obsession with the smell of gasoline since I was a kid. Always pump gas. He always makes me pump the gas, and I just love the smell of gasoline. I know that's really weird, but I'm not the only one that likes the smell of gasoline, so don't come for me. Don't come for me. Yeah, I think sizzling this leg was a good idea. I think it was good. Yes. That was bad German. Moving, globbing, breathing, moving. Give it to me, baby. So I got a sweater that I made. I got it customized. I did it on Amazon. It's on the way. I think it should be here this week, hopefully. Last I checked, it was in Georgia. My daughter's so mad. This is a picture of her face on the front in her little band outfit. I really cannot wait for it to come in. When it comes in, I will do a reveal in one of my shorts. I'm the baddest chick. You can tell me once, I can tell you twice. Picture the magic. What magic? Sir. 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 Turn around this way, chubby chubs. Chubby checkers. Chubby checkers. Sides, scissors out. Make sure you get that armpit. Get that armpit. I don't think anybody's answering the phones. There must only be one person up front right now. They must have had lunch. Somebody's on call. Someone's on hold. Hello, Taco Bell. Can I take your order? No, you don't want Taco Bell? Why did you shake your head no? I know you'd eat some Taco Bell. Yes, I know you would. You'd eat some Taco Bell, wouldn't you? Why do you keep doing that to your ear? Gunk in there. It's all, oh, Lord Jesus, look what he did in my glove. My goodness, Lord. Woo, that hurt. Yo, big head. Hit my big head. We collided. Yes, we did. Oh, look, they finally hung up. They said, I guess I'm not going to get answered. Oh, no, they picked up the phone. There's only got to be one person up front. Come up with some ideas for Christmas presents for my clients. Last year I made dog paws of their owners' dogs. I remember that. And I made them into little ornaments. It was really, really cute. We do have one of Skipper's. He just recently passed, and man, that was. This clinic doesn't feel the same without him. That dog's been here for like ever. But I think we're gonna give the owners that paw as an ornament. I was going to give it to them after he had passed, but I figured maybe we jazz it up a little, and I think that'd be a really nice gift to give them as a, nice memento. He might already have a paw print from last year. He's sitting on his leg, and his leg's starting to curl up a little. I don't want to cut off too much, because I want his back leg to grow. All right, buddy. We're going to do your schnoggy. Come here. Sit. Still back here on this one. I don't think I got it all out. Re-pluck this one, so maybe he won't be tilting his head that way. He'll tilt it the other way. I know this one. So that was the rest of it that was in there. It does smell kind of funky. I know some people think it's weird to smell, but the odor is what's going to tell me if it's an ear infection or not. I think he is getting an ear infection coming on, with just how tender his ears are. I know. We're so sure. Oh, so sure. Oh my God. Look, here's my cone. But yeah, I think he might be getting an ear infection, so me plucking it was actually probably really, really good. This way, it can kind of air out, and if Mama gets medicine for it, or has medicine at home, she can just put it right up in his ears. It'll make it a lot easier to take care of. Your hair's so thick, we're gonna use, where's them curves? Sometimes when the hair is just so damn thick, it's really hard to use a thinning shear or a chunker. Because the hair is just like, I'm not going anywhere. So,
CDA to the front, please. CDA to the
use a
front.
blunt shear. He keeps tilting that head. I really think he definitely has something going on in his ears. Definitely. Now I'm just going from corner to corner. Always make sure not to get underneath, because if you do, it's just a pain in the ass to kind of blend it. So I try to avoid it at all costs. You're gonna shake your head again? Brush up the hair. Now any hair that I see sticking out on the sides, that's what I'm trimming off. This one's done. Lift up any hair that's up there. Just scissor the top to where it can blend in. Repeat the same process on the other side. Which is going to be hard because he keeps tilting his head. Shoulders up. Stop. Lord Jesus, your ear, man. Your ear. Go ahead, shake. Whenever you want to do it, do it. There you go. You gonna shake again? On that part up top of his head. Scissor blend that in. Now we're just going to shape everything into the circle. Stop. Party like a rock star, party like a rock star. You don't want to cut the hair on top of his face, on top of your dog too short, because then it'll look kind of funny. Now, I kind of like his ear length, so I'm just literally just going to take off the tips of them. Because he's got really beautiful ears. Like, his ears are gorgeous. He almost reminds me of like a Briard, like a mix. Just like his hair color, it's very pretty. I wonder if he's like an aussiedoodle. That's what I think he might be. Just because of how his hair texture is. His hair texture is very wiry. Makes me wonder with a poodle, and then that hair, that would create the wire kind of hair. Now I do have to grind his nails, but since he doesn't like it, I'm going to have one of the techs come back and help me hold him and kind of calm him down. Sometimes when they're really upset, we'll sit there and just pat their head, and they really like that for some reason. Hold on, Bubby. Now we do have his little, you hit your head, you ding dong. Maybe that's for you slapping me in the face with your head. You okay? So we got his little holiday bandana. I know you like it. It's got little candy corns on it.
It's got the little candy corns.
And I don't like candy corns. You know what I seen the other day? My husband sent it to me. I threw up in my mouth. It was so gross. They got candy corns that are Thanksgiving flavored. It's supposed to taste like turkey, mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans, peas. Like, that's nasty. Why are you gonna go all the way and do that? Blech. Ugh. Gross. Now I am gonna flush his ears out with a little bit of this. I know. Get that working there. Oh, look at. I know. Now that flush is basically gonna pull out all that gunky stuff in there, and then I'm gonna wipe the rest of it out. Come here. That one wasn't too bad. This one I think is gonna be the problem child. See, that one had a little more dirt in it. Now he probably gonna shake his head for a little bit while he's back in there, but he'll be alright. He'll be alright. Okay, so we are going to, since it is Halloween, now normally I have candy corn, but honestly I don't like candy corn, but it doesn't smell too bad, surprisingly. But I'm actually going to use Skittles on him. Now you can get this at wiffyscents.com. They are in Alabama. They're in Verbena, so they're like right up the road from me. So I don't know if you could actually go there and purchase it, but there are some clinics around where I'm at that do sell it if you're in the Alabama area. Or you can just order it from them, and they'll even give you a sample, and the sample sizes are this size. This is the sample size. That's the sample. This is a 1 ounce, and then that Skittles was a 2 ounce. This is $20. The other one's $15. Now every time you make an order, they do give you a sample every single time. And you can tell them what kind of sample you want. Come here, Chubbs. Now this is just some pet breath spray, and it helps break down the tartar. But he's a good boy. I know, you're just a good boy. You're just so good. You're just so good. I know. I love you, Bubby. I know, I love you. I'm gonna have to let your mama know about your ears. I know. I know. I love you so much. You're so good. I gotta go do your brother now. All right, y'all. So this is the clip. He said, no, it's not the clip. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I'll catch you in the next one. Say bye, Chubby. Say bye, Chubby.